everyone, and welcome to Club 4, episode 28 of Rolling in the Isles, an FM20 British Isles Journeyman series with me, the United City FM. Welcome along. Things are going fantastically well. We are just absolutely sailing on a crest of a wave with Man City at the moment. Win after win after win, and I don't have to do anything, which is fantastic. We are already way ahead in the Premier League, so I'll show you some of that. We've won a cup competition, so I'll let you know how we did that. But today, we're back in the Champions League and the second leg of our knockout game against the mighty PSG. Can we keep the run going? Let's find out. So I really wasn't kidding. It's just that particular period of any save when you get your team playing, you just put them out there, you leave them alone, and they just keep winning. And it's been absolutely phenomenal. So if we go and have a look, this is the beginning of our season. You can see all the prep friendlies were great. And then we just go on a run of never-ending greens. We lose against Liverpool in the first leg of our League Cup semi-final, but spoiler alert, it didn't matter. We went through and won it anyway, the whole competition. In the second leg, we got a 2-0 win against them, which put us through to the final. And in the final, we beat Manchester United, the local rivals, 3-1. It was a fantastic performance, specifically from Olart. We rotated the side around, played our second string in that final just because we needed to protect them from other competitions. And it worked out brilliantly well. And we did it again in the Leeds United game in the 5th round of the FA Cup and went through comfortably there, 2-0. We did get a 1-1 draw against Tottenham in the last league match. And that's happened occasionally. You can see another one against Manchester United there. Up there against Barcelona in the Champions League. So we've drawn a few games this season, but not many. But so far, it's going phenomenally well. And if you're out there and you're eagle-eyed, you'll have seen what the result is from the first leg of the PSG game. And it was fantastic. Ulysses, with 2 goals, put us 2-0 up away from home. So we go into our home leg with a 2-goal advantage. And I'm really pleased about that. It makes it a lot easier to go out and relax into this particular game at home and put them to the sword, hopefully, and come away with a really substantial win in the first knockout stage. And that's what we've got for today, really. If we just go and have a look at the competition page, you can see that we won the League Cup. We've got Stoke City in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. I think we can go through there, particularly at the moment, the way that we're playing. And Stoke, if you remember, in the first game of the season, they surprised us and beat us. So it's time for some revenge on that one. Obviously, today we got the PSG match to go through to the next knockout stage of the Champions League. And then we have the league. 28 games played, 73 points, 47 goal difference. This is what has kept us back over the last few seasons against Liverpool, wasn't it? As our goal difference wasn't anywhere near them. But look at that. We are now up there and playing much better. And we are well clear of everybody else at the moment. Now, obviously, if we go on a bad run for whatever reason, they can still catch us at this point. But I don't expect them to, because I don't expect us to have too much of a bad run, to be honest. The way that this team is currently playing, I think it's been fairly phenomenal, to be honest. So let's go and check out on the tactics page what we have in store for PSG. So no surprise here, really. What we've got for PSG is more of the same. 4-2-3-1 formation in the vertical tiki-taka attacking mentality. Most of our first 11 are on the pitch for today and fit and healthy. The one that isn't, unfortunately, is Manuel Neuer. He's picked up a knock, his twisted ankle, and he'll be out from 2 to 4 weeks, which is unfortunate. But we've got such a good replacement in Olart, haven't we, really? Look at the stuff that he does for us. In 16 starts, 5 subs. He's got 6 goals, and 10 assists, which is phenomenal. So I've got no concerns about putting him in at all. And in the Champions League so far, we've been playing Foden over McCann. McCann is on the bench today because Noel's out. And he's doing pretty well in general terms. but his numbers in terms of goals and assists are not quite as strong as I'd like them to be. He plays a lot of the Premier League games, but Foden, I just think is slightly better for the Champions League. And at 33, you can't play him in every game. So I'm just playing him in the main ones that we need him for in the Champions League, really. Along with a few others here and there. So that's what we've done in terms of our team for today, but they're just playing so well. So watch us crumble completely and go out of the Champions League when you lot are watching. We'll see. But it really shouldn't happen. We're just in such good form. So there we go. Today's team for the game against PSG. Can we get through to the knockout stage? 2-0 up after the first leg. But the team for today, Romero in goal, Rivero and Romario in central defence, Magnoni at right back, Cruz at left back, Camavinga, Roberto and Foden in central midfield, Olat on the right hand side, left hand side is Ulysses, and up top is O'Connor, with a bench of Cork, Dansberg, Auer, Matilla, McCann, Cesar and Gibbons. So let's get into today's game and see what happens. So I've just calmly suggested to them I expect another win to keep our run going. We're at home, we're 2-0 up. Why not? Let's put the pressure on them to go out and perform again. Well, it's not even pressure, was it? It's very calm just to say this is what we can do. So let's see how we get on in this particular game. I think PSG, along with a couple of the other big guys like Barcelona, for example, are not quite as strong as maybe we would expect. But having said that, the other thing to say is that I just think we are stronger than maybe we could have expected, really. And I think there's the proof of it immediately. A lovely little move around the top of the penalty box. Eventually, it comes to Ulysses down that left-hand side. He gets the ball out of his feet and he just puts it calmly in the back of the net. Foden back to Roberto into a corner. Nice layoff there. And right-footed just calmly puts it in the back of the net. And we go 1 up after 8 minutes. And we're already 3-0 up now over the 2 legs. And we're going to keep piling on the pressure, I hope. This is what I expect from my City side, is that we don't let up. We don't feel sorry for people. We go and score goals like that one. Roberto with an absolute thunderbolt from the edge of the box, right into that top corner. Hits the underside of the crossbar. Spectacular effort. And it's just like being on holiday, this really. Just get to sit, relax, enjoy the game, no pressures. 4-0 up after 10 minutes of the second leg. What more do you need? Fantastic. If we don't win this competition now, I think I might as well just quit anyway, because I don't think we're ever going to if we don't on this performance. And 13 minutes in, not even 13 minutes in, there's a corner kick from Olat. And another goal. Well, even I wasn't expecting that after 12, 13 minutes. And off we go again. Ulysses down the left-hand side. PSG not being able to live with us so far, but they get a foot in that on that occasion. They go over the top and they've got it through to the goal. And they have a shot and a good save by Romero in goal for us. A couple of seasons ago, we spent an absolute fortune on him, and he's turned out really, really well, which is fantastic. It's what I expected him to be, but he's a top quality goalkeeper. And here we go again with another chance down the left-hand side. Poor PSG. They must be sick of the sight of us already. Nearly 15 minutes in, and on that occasion, actually, it was quite a disappointing shot. I'm disappointed in Foden, I think it was. He had plenty of space, and he didn't even get the ball on target. How very dare he? I don't know. Look at the match stats, though. 9 shots on goal, 5 on target, only 2 for them and 1 on target. We are dominating this game as I expected us to at home. But again, they get a good foot in the full-back area, and they get a chance to counter-attack on us. Can they manage it this time? Univar played for us before, if you remember. So there's a player coming back to bite us, potentially, but not today, it seems. And Foden goes over the top for a corner on good goal-scoring form. And this occasion, the goalkeeper narrows the angle. It was already quite narrow, wasn't it? And eventually, the ball goes out for another corner kick. Near post corner, nobody there for us, though, and they get it cleared. And it's kind of calmed down a little bit now. Haven't scored a goal for a while. A little bit disappointed in that, really. I was hoping that we'd get like 5 or 6 by the end of the first half after that first 15 minutes. But there we go. I'm not going to be concerned about that. 3-0 up over PSG, 2-0 up after the first game, 5 over overall. Passionately will go and say, I'm very happy with your performance. Keep it up. And just see if we can go out and get another couple of goals. Now, obviously, what happens here normally is that the team lack the motivation, and PSG could potentially come back into the game a little bit at least. We'll have to wait and see, but hopefully not. Hopefully that's the sort of thing we need. Foden driving us on a little bit and getting a foot in, winning us the ball high up the pitch, and a lot through on goal. Ooh, just misses it. But those are the sorts of things you need from the experience of Foden and the likes of him to get in amongst it still, keep trying to win that ball, keep trying to get the ball back and counter-attack high up the pitch and getting more chances for more goals and filling your boots and gaining the confidence from it. Now, Cruz is the first one to show complacency. O'Connor straight afterwards. Not a huge surprise, really, but something that I really don't like. A professional bunch like this shouldn't be at all. They should just be trying to pile on the misery, and we're continuing to do that. Down the right hand side, Magnoni in, and it's unfortunate for Ulysses, too close to the goal, really, under the goal, the crossbar, and then heads it over the top. Really disappointing. And it's PSG playing at the back, really. Are they going to regret that? Can we nick the ball off them and really get an attack at goal very high up the pitch? They're playing a bit of a dangerous game. They did manage to get it out, though, on this occasion. But Ulysses, with great defensive work, drops back, goes and wins the ball. That's our attacking midfielder. But then they win it back again and go over the top, and this time they make us pay. You can see Romero comes out and tries to narrow the angle, gets his angles wrong. The defence was left in the striker's wake, and he gets an easy opportunity for a decent strike at goal, really. What a great ball that is. And we just dropped this guy in slightly, hadn't we? This guy here had just come in and just sort of encroached on the space a little bit, leaving a big space behind him. Disappointing. But hopefully it becomes nothing more than just a consolation goal, really. So what we're going to do, we're going to take off the complacency. Dansberg comes out, O'Connor comes out, and we've got one more to make. And you can see we've been able to rotate this side a fair amount recently, so everybody is fit and healthy in the middle of in early March or whatever we are. So you can see we've done a good job with that this season. So we've got one more to make, and I think I will take Foden out and give McCann a chance in the Champions League just to get some minutes under his belt on that stage, and see if he can help us continue to further a result. Not quite on there. It was almost a goal. I thought it was for a second, if I'm honest. But we managed to scramble it clear off the line. Combination of goalkeeper and defence. And now look, immediately we've gone down the other end, and then Ola loses control of it a little bit. And then the ball goes back for a goal kick. And on that case, I genuinely thought they might have scored. But obviously they didn't. And why they have to show us that, I probably need to go in the settings and take those sorts of things out, because they drive me nuts, to be honest. But there we go. Well, running out of things to say, really. We're just brilliant. They're not so good. And we're going to go through to the next round of the Champions League, which is phenomenal. And Dansberg goes on a real mazy run. Lazy off to Roberto. Is that his hat-trick? I think it might be his hat-trick. Incredible goal. What a day. That's his hat-trick. Roberto with a hat-trick for Man City against PSG. What a phenomenal performance by him from midfield. All of these players really finding their form and getting into their stride, and collectively as a unit playing really, really well. It's phenomenal, isn't it? Absolutely phenomenal against PSG. They may well be a lot weaker than I think they are, but in theory they should still be a force. They're still winning their league title every season. But just in the Champions League, they haven't done it. So that's okay by me. Oh, they get another really good chance and hit the woodwork. They've been a little bit unlucky here and there, but there's nothing unlucky about the way that we've approached this tie at all. 2-0 away from home. Looks like it's going to be 4-1 at home. And we're going to go through very, very comfortably to the next knockout stage. And there's another chance for Gibbons to get on the score sheet. Doesn't quite make it on this occasion. And we just comfortably brush them aside. these match stats, we're not going to go through this today. There's no point in us analysing this particular match, really, because we all saw we were just so dominant. We were just better in every department than them. 26 shots at goal, 11 on target, 12 and 4 for them. We had 52% possession. We won 16 corners. It was just a phenomenal performance, and led by Roberto, who gets his hat-trick. 9.6 average rating for him, Player of the Match award. But look at all these other high ratings. 9 from Ulysses, which is great. Even the guys that came off did pretty well. There's a couple in there that were a little bit lesser, but absolutely phenomenal. And we go and have a look at PSG, and basically hardly any of them showed up, really. A couple of them did. But they've got some good players. Vinicius Jr., as I say, Univar. If we go and have a look at Univar, 30 years old, and go into his history, you can see that he played for Man City there. So you would have expected more for him, but he just didn't deliver at all. There we go. I'm not bothered by that at all. Why am I bothered? We absolutely stuffed them. And I'm absolutely delighted, and this is exactly how it's been for the last little while in this particular game, in this season. Very happy with the performance. Let them go through that. We'll just come out and check out what the rest of the season looks like in terms of the Premier League fixtures, and through to the next game that we play. We get a load of money for going through, which we don't really need, but that's okay. Take that all day long. We win. Claudio Roberto is the hero. Pereira is spotted in the stands looking at players for his Spain squad, and also the Brazil managers there. This is the style of calibre of player that we've got. And there we go. It's going to basically do it for today. Let's just check in with what we're going to do next episode. So, as you know by now, looking at where we've been through this season, this is what we're coming back for next episode. The 11th of April, 2034, unknown opponent, Champions League quarter-final, second leg. So, I don't know who we're going to be drawn against. I'm not going to let you know. It'll be a surprise to you when you come back for the next episode. But that is obviously the game we're going to play. We've got potentially 3 more episodes left in this series if we get to the Champions League final. 1 in the quarter-final, the second leg. We'll play the second leg of the semi-final, and then potentially the final. And then that will be it for this particular series. What a ride it's been. But let's hope we can do it. It feels like we need to do it this season, doesn't it, really? And things, as you've seen, are just going fantastically well. So let's look what we've got coming up in the Premier League as well. We've got Liverpool coming up soon. We need to get a decent result against them, and then pretty much they're out of the title contention, if not already. We've already done the Arsenal games, and they're the other ones that are close to us. So we've got some decent games coming up, the likes of Watford, Stoke, Leeds United, Fulham, and Chelsea coming up, all before that second leg of our Champions League game. So there's some good games in there, but it's no problem, is it? We're just playing phenomenally well, and everything is going great. We just have to keep going in the Champions League and see if we can get to that final. I hope you'll join me for the next episode to see if we can get through that quarter-final into the semi-final of the Champions League. Who knows who we'll get drawn against, but it will be a surprise to you next episode. Hope you'll join me for that. Thanks for joining me today, though. I really appreciate you coming on this ride with me. If you've been here right away from the beginning of this series, then let me know in the comments below, because I will celebrate you, because you're all amazing. 100 and something episodes, whatever it's been. I don't know how many it is now, but that's incredible. I know a lot of you joined partway through Loki Doki, but if you've been here from the beginning of this particular series, let me know. But thanks for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join my United City community. The more the merrier. Click that like button for me. Help me get seen by lots of other people. Go and check out in the links below, in the description below, links to my Patreon page and my merchandise store. It really helps me sustain my channel through those that kind of growth. But yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.